Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. It is immediately after the last video. I just wanted to look at the other parts and see how they all together. And that bit there is exactly the same as the other arms, so it's a hexagonal thing. Now, the problem that I am foreseeing is I don't know if the weight of this arm is going to be quite right. You know what I mean? It's like, could I do some sort of finagling to affix the arm in a way that, you know, it's fully sturdy? And the only thing I can think of, and I need to try out, is whether or not these holes line up straight the way through the body. Because the idea would be then is to put a rod between the two holes, just a singular rod, and it goes into both arms. So when I slot them into place, the rod holds the two together. The only thing I can think of, really. So what I need to do, basically, is stop poking old school RuneScape, which is what I do whilst I'm building my models. I just click a tree or whatever. Yeah. Oh, speaking of old school RuneScape, if you want to chat to me on there, I usually play World 500 and I'm known as Beef Space Bones. So yeah, I'm doing a pure prayer character. So if you got any big bones or ashes or anything like that you want to donate to me, I'll gladly accept them. Thank you. But oh, excuse me. But we are, I reckon, about ready to start cutting some plastic. So, where's my good snips? There's my good snips. And where's my bad snips? Here's my bad snips. I think we start with the base plate, honestly. But, sorry if you can hear it, little man. It's got a weird scuff thing on it. I mean, I'm not bothered, like, it's going to get covered in paint. I've never seen that before. I've seen, obviously, the sort of broad marbling that you get on them, like this sort of stuff, but I've never seen that, and I'm not entirely sure what it is. And I've tried to rub it, and I've given it a scratch and whatever, and it's still there. So weird, I know, but hey ho. Right, let's just chop the sprue a bit further away. I know I should probably just cut closer to the body, but I'd rather be able to manipulate this thing off of the big sprue than on the big sprue. Oh gosh. Right. Oh, I didn't realize there were little parts there as well. Right. So that goes that way round, and that's where everything affixes to. And these are on normal sort of things. So I'm going to snip these off because I'm trying to reduce the amount of sprues as quickly as I can. So I'll get those off. Going to need this top, which, is that thin enough for these? Yeah. Oh God. Maneuvering such a large sprue around cameras and everything is difficult. I'm gonna have to chop that big section like that because it's in the way. Nice clean cuts, pretty please. Nice clean cuts, and up in there, like, oh, like so. So we have a top, and knocking everything as per. And I absolutely adore this skull. I just think it's so stupid and so orc, and just so blown out of proportions. I mean, it's not fleshed out or circular. There's no cranium or anything. It's just eyes, nose, teeth. It's brilliant. I love it. It's fantastic. So I'm going to have to try and think of something cool to use that for, because obviously I've got a belly gun. Yeah. Yeah. Going to be really, really cool. I'm so excited for this. So excited. I don't even know what to say. I just want to sit here and just cut it all off and build it up and be like, oh, I did this. No, because that's not the point, is it? But yeah, I'm hoping, if all goes well, I'm hoping to be able to stream on Fridays at least. Now, it will be during the day hours, so I'm not sure if any of you guys will actually even tune in for the thing, but I'll be sadly over on Twitch. I don't really want to be over there, but hey ho. That's how people tend to start up. And yeah, it'll just be either building this or painting something or just having a chat or playing a random game or whatever as we do. And that should be Fridays, GMT between maybe 10 and 2, I'm thinking. Yeah, something like that. Should be entertaining, I hope. I mean, I'm pretty good at gassing to myself, so maybe if I've got chat to actually interact with, it might be a lot better. Yeah. And then you can tell me how stupid I am for forgetting stuff. Yeah. Or doing a million things wrong. And then you can tell me as well how to build wheels properly for vehicles in 40k, because I still, after making all those bikes, I still struggle with making a decent wheel. It's so bad. And again, poking old school RuneScape. But yeah, we are emptying this sprue and we'll go from there. So I think that's enough me gassing. More chopping, less gassing. Now then, that took absolutely no time at all because the big, huge plumbing panels, which is fantastic. I'm happy. Loads of time saved. I think, honestly, it took longer to do a single handlebar for those knobs on war bikes than it did to do all of these. And obviously I've cut them, well, trimmed them, cut them, scraped them, whatever, all done. So this is the back plate and they mount on these little lips here. And I'm guessing this is what the horror story involves. So I don't know whether it's better to attempt to put it together now, like this, or do I cut the feet off and do the feet? Because it says not to put the feet on till later, but each of these parts are a different length, you know? So it's like, I find it counterintuitive for you to not put the feet on. So I think I'm going to skip forward a little bit and, yeah, cut out the feet. So, back in a tick. Look at them fresh toes. Okay, so prattling around with this bit now, doing the feet. Like I say, give them a good sniff. Now I'm just prepping them up and whatever. I'm covered in bits of plastic and God knows what else. And yeah, this foot here, very simple, straightforward. One bit, then you get the ankle-y sort of area, and that goes on very snugly. I'm really impressed with how firm that is. So gluing that should hopefully mean that it stays there forever, and I'm not going to have any future problems with it, which is fantastic. And the other one, I haven't cleaned it up yet, but same sort of thing. The only problem is just remembering which way it goes, and it's this way. The Pac-Man mouth goes towards the big toe. Yeah, that's all it is. Also, as well, my microphone is being very, very silly. I have no idea what's wrong with it. It just keeps cutting out. So maybe I shouldn't have spent nearly £1,000 on plastic, and I should have upgraded my microphone instead. Yeah, but it is what it is. Well, so far, I am absolutely loving this kit. I think it's really, really good. My only critique with it, though, is that I can't remember which bit it was. I think it was this bit, the toe. There was a connection between these two bits on the toe, which is annoying. But aside from that, have not had a single problem yet. Yeah, the amount of detail just in this foot is ridiculous for what it is. For how much of it you actually see, the amount of effort that's gone into it is outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. And with them all being like a set fit, it's nice. It makes life easier. You don't have to worry about the angle of the dangle and all that lot. So simply done and all that. Yeah. I am running a little bit low on my gooey sprue gluey though, so I think I'm going to decant the rest of this into there, add some sprue, make some more ready for doing the body, because I'm guessing I'm going to need a lot to hyper reinforce it so it can hold the weight of the resin. You've got to think it's going to have the head on, it's going to have 2 arms, and it's not going to have its full plastic integrity because it will have a super glue join with the belly. So yeah, gonna have to be extra on the ball with that. So yeah, I'll bring you back when I've built the rest of the foot, and we'll probably attach it to the base plate. Currently rendering a video. Don't know if this clip's gonna work, but whatever. Right, this is the last toe. And the bit that I was complaining about a minute ago, turns out that it's meant to be there and I've cut it off, but I don't think it's that much of an issue. It's just like part of this hinge here. So yeah, not the end of the world. If it is, then I'll just build something out of sprue go just to level that section off. Plenty of glue, because don't want this ever shifting. I've obviously stuck them all together. I've lined the insides of the toes with glue so that the bottoms don't ever fall off, and I am extra twitchy because I'm super tired or whatever. So slap that thing right on there. Get a good squidge. Make sure it's really in there. And there we go. I mean, just look, there's actual tank treads for the feet, and then we got a nice checker plate bottom, and then there's all this robust armor which would have been forged out of something. Now, the problem with this being melted down metal is that should be gold because it's bad moons. Bad moons are notorious for stealing things, well, looting things, and then melting them down into just random whatevers for their vehicles, or creating a nice gold nose ring and all that lot. So may have to do them gold. I don't know just yet. It all depends on how hard I'm leaning into the bad moons with this, and I think I'm probably gonna have to go 100% with it, aren't I? It's not exactly a small thing, is it? Gosh, they're about the same size as little man's feet. No, actually, his are probably bigger. My goodness. Right, where's that base plate? Where is that base plate? I got all this lot. Here's the base plate. So, like I say, I'm running a little low on my sprue go, but I at least want to test fit. Does that have any sort of rotation with it? This bit here. No, that seems to go in there rather snug. And the other way is Yeah, same. Cool. Right. So it doesn't really matter. Don't have to worry about an orientation with it either, which is just fantastic. Saves me some grief. Right, let's get these mounted. Come on, let's just slap a load of glue on it and get it done. Okay. Loads of glue. The beautiful thing about this glue is that if you accidentally smear it onto something, it's completely fine. So just go fast. Slob it on there. I mean, with some of the smaller stuff, yeah, it can obscure details and this, that, and the other. It's not that great, but it's a fantastic, fantastic glue. And it's been a long time since I've used Games Workshop plastic glue, but I've seen some people use it and it comes out like gel. I'm not really into that because the way I like to use plastic glue is I get a good coverage on the part I'm affixing to, and when I start to see it like really react to the glue and start going really tacky, that's when I will apply the other piece. If I'm wanting like an extreme bond, I'll do it to this extreme level of gluing. But yeah, then I'll stick it together and I'll press and hold it down in its location. And then what I do is I like to, I'll try and get this on camera. I just like to touch the seals with them. Just get the glue in there like that. Just get a drop of it and let it flow into the crack. I've just nutted the camera. So yeah, just get them to flow into the crack like that. It just helps shore up your things. Wow, I can't even get the brush into that section. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, so whilst that bit's doing that, we'll get some in this section. Again, we're doing a large part. Loads and loads of glue. Some of you out there are probably like, you shouldn't use that much, or you're not using enough. Each to their own. You know, I'm just showing you my way. And honestly, it's worked for me a lot. I've had some very, very strong bonds from this. But to get its full strength, you want to wait at least 24 hours. So this is why I'm glad that I'm prepping the plastic work stuff first. So it'll give me ample time to let the sprue go really, really set rock hard. I mean, honestly, I should really put some sprue glue on this section. See if we can get a little bit more out of it. It's like run it in here. I think I've got to tighten it all the way up and then opening it up just to get some out now. It's getting bad. Yeah, just a bit of it. Come on, a bit more. That should be enough. Like, yeah. Pow. I don't think I could have pressed on that any harder if I'd like really tried. Oh, right. Kind of get the. Oh, almost. It's just out of reach. No. Apart from this side. In here. Yeah. There we go. And on the back of it. There we go. You can see it bleeding out through that crack now, which is nice. And there we go. Ah, no, don't get caught. Nearly threw it everywhere. But yeah, that should be the feet done. Look at that. Very cool. But my God, it's ginormous. Oh, God. How long is this going to take me to paint? Oh, it's going to take until Christmas. I can see it. I really can see it taking till Christmas. It's mega. Mega, mega, mega. Right. I think I'm going to go and try and get some sleep. It's now 10 to 7 in the morning. So I've had a good hour and a half-ish on it, which is interesting. So yeah, see you all late morning. Okay, so we have over here, just like steadying it up now. We have the feet on the plate. They are ready to rock and roll. Everything seems to be on there and not going anywhere, which is absolutely wonderful. I may put more glue in these holes. Or I may even drill into them, but I'm not really that sure about that, honestly. So I might give that a miss. Yeah, so he's all drying up now. He's ready for the next round, which will be building the skirt. And it's Wednesday. So Wednesday is technically my day off. I go into local Warhammer and I just have some fun, be social, have a laugh and whatnot. And I'm contemplating taking in the Squiggoth and painting him because he's really fun. But I know it's meant to be Wednesday Warriors, but I'm not feeling that today. And I don't know how I'm going to feel after like maybe 3 hours worth of sleep and then going in and actually trying to paint. Or alternatively, there is this war boss on bike that needs sorting out. Like I say, that gun, I can't stand it. It's awful. It needs some freehand. It needs gluing back in. It needs his skin doing. That ear needs sorting that got like rubbed off in the foam. But I don't know because, like I say, he took some damage from being in the foam, whereas this guy, I can just have him in a bag. You know, he doesn't need to be the pristine guy like everything else, because although he is another variant of the Squiggoth, he is broken because he hasn't got all his gubbins, so he's technically not a full model. So I don't know whether he's just going to be play or whether he is going to be part of the collection. Either way, I do know that I will need to buy at least one of these brand new from Forge World at some point soon. So if it's practice or proper, it doesn't matter. At least I can learn how to paint scales. Yeah. I don't think I've ever painted anything with scales, ever. So I think I'm going to lean heavily on dry brushing. But he's got like loads of cuts and scrapes. You can see how the chains dig in him. That's going to be like different colors. And then if you look under here, he's even got like these veins that stick out on him. So lots of different colors, lots of different techniques. I just need to fathom what it is I'm going to do with him. I'm thinking maybe doing him black and white with gold armor. Gold and yellow armor. Yellow armor with all the gold spikes on him. I think that would be pretty tasty, but we'll see. We'll see how I get on. We'll see what I actually do today. Like I say, it's either this, Wednesday Warriors, the other War Boss, and there's also the War Boss in the cabinet because we're in the next month now, so I can get him back. I might do something with him. I don't know. I'll have to see how I get on. But anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. I do hope you have enjoyed it. And from now on, I'm going to hopefully be doing a video a day covering this Stomper, because there is a lot of stuff to go through. And with it being such a detailed model and having all these extra Forge World bits, it's going to take me some time. And like I say, I have invested a large amount of money in him, so I would appreciate you if you would subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And like I say, I'm hopefully looking at streaming on maybe Friday. I don't know if it's going to be this Friday I'm starting or the Friday after. I will let you know in a future video, but keep your eyes peeled for that. It'll sadly be over on Twitch, not here on YouTube just yet. But you never know. You guys might actually help me reach that point where I can do it here on YouTube. Yay, please help. But anyway, don't forget to take care of yourselves. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.